Andrew Garfield is the most underrated superhero in the universe. After No Way Home, there have been many rumors about him, saying that he will make a comeback in Morbius or Venom. What is Sony really going to show us? In No Way Home, Andrew talks about how his life has changed. He still gets over the death of Gwen Stacy, completely absorbed by Spider-Man, leaving behind the Peter Parker identity. We should note the words that he stopped restraining himself and his blows became more violent, so it meant that Andrew could have killed someone. In the Morbius trailer, we see a poster with Spider-Man and the killer caption. It communicates the consequences of No Way Home. It's also taken from the time of Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire. Insiders report that Morbius has been postponed for 3 months, so as not to create competition for Spider-Man. It makes sense. There's just one thing. By March, the hype for No Way Home will be gone, especially since the Batman premiere is coming up at the beginning of the month. In 3 months, you can shoot basically an entire movie. It's a good sign, so cross your fingers that Spider-Man will come back. Morbius was supposed to be released faster than Venom 2 and probably included some scenes after the end credits for Tom Hardy, so those had to be reshot. The references to No Way Home movie had to be reshot too. The release date has been rescheduled 7 times. It becomes curious to see how many shots have been reshot in all that time. From the trailer, we see the identical Oscorp logo as that of the Amazing Spider-Man. The buildings are different, but the logos are the same. Perhaps it was Sony being too lazy, or it means Andrew and Morbius are in the same universe. And this is really the best option for him. They are not together with Tom Holland, so they don't interfere with each other. Before the No Way Home movie, there was a rumor that one of the 2 spiders would die in Morbius, and most likely it would be Andrew. But after the premiere, the movie, which features such hard-hitting actors as Tom Holland, Zendaya, Tobey Maguire, and Willem Dafoe, Garfield is the one who received the most positive attention from the audience, after Andrew's comments that he wouldn't mind coming back if it's right and would make sense. Few people know, but Garfield has been actively working on the plot of the new Spider-Man movie. Fans start theorizing about the actor's future appearances, and if it does happen, then geniuses are working at Sony. Also, if it was planned, then I bowed to them. You have to understand the events of the No Way Home movie and that Tobey and Andrew are back. Things only happened because Sylvie killed Kang in the Loki series. The universe has shown that Tobey and Andrew's worlds have not changed in any way. They went back to their normal lives, and they only remember Spider-Man in his mask. P.S. Who better than them to know that under the mask is Peter Parker? That's why they're about to find out about Tom. After No Way Home, Sony can use Andrew at the peak of his popularity. This is the first step to start building his universe. You have to agree with me. The first Venom movie is fascinating and cool. The second one is as similar as possible to the previous one, and the plot doesn't differ at all. Andrew provides a whiff of fresh air for the studio. After the baffling ending of The Amazing Spider-Man, it's a chance to update the story without relying on Marvel. Specifically, the studio could make Andrew Garfield the Spider-Man of its Venom-centric universe. This would allow Sony to accomplish 3 awesome things. Use the Spider-Man version to fight Hardy's Venom. Give fans more Peter Parker act by Garfield. Launch 2 Spider-Man franchises at the same time. Also, Sony can use a lot of jokes and references from No Way Home. I got another impression. Andrew is either adored or hated. Write what you think of him down in the comments. Long before all the rumors, Tom Hardy stated that he wants to see Spider-Man in Venom 3. That's his goal. It would be foolish not to strive for it. Before the new movie, nothing was strange. Symbiote teleports into the MCU and meets Holland. The scene after the credits dispelled that theory. The MCU has decided to take a more comic approach, where the first symbiote will be along with Peter and then move on to Eddie Brock. Whoa, who's the best Spider-Man? That's what we discussed in our video. Who will fight Tom Hardy if not Tom Holland? Most likely it would be Andrew Garfield. I think that's a very probable theory. So it's not a solo movie, and he's not going to interfere with Holland's Spider. Bumping Hardy and Garfield together could bring in billions of dollars for the studio. So as I said above, Andrew helped with the plot of No Way Home, so he won't accept something baffling like he did in 2015. Funny fact, Morbius isn't released yet, and in the meantime, Sony has already fought and made peace with Marvel. First, it took the Spider, then gave him back, and continued with the entire trilogy. It would have made sense to give Andrew a minor role in Morbius. It would have increased fan service and attracted even more attention. The future doesn't matter, whether it will be a solo The Amazing Spider-Man movie or a movie about Venom. Either way, Sony will have a chance not only to revise the franchise and the character, but also to use Garfield's Peter Parker to tell us a new Spider-Man story. The studio should not miss out such a chance.